My name is Navay Anandaraja, and I'm a mechanical engineer for Alloy Product Development. Me specifically, I work with the 3D geometry and the design. So this product is the one that I most recently worked on. It's the new Studio headphone by Beats by Dre. After the concept generation, we figure out exactly what's the best way to put that together that achieves all of these constraints that we have. One thing that we always talk about is how's it going to look like when it's on the head? With this headband alone, I've probably made 30 different prototypes. And then in terms of just like on my computer, how many different versions, it's hundreds. I don't even want to think about it. The application that we use the most is CAD, computer-aided design. So it's like creating 3D geometry on your computer, then taking these prototypes, testing them, breaking them, figuring out where the faults are, we iterate and do more prototypes. So this phase sort of constantly goes throughout almost the entire development cycle until you've completely finalized the product. What I have to do is just sort of go in here and then modify these parts by hands. In high school, I'd like to tinker with stuff, do some soldering and a little bit of woodworking here and there. Throughout college, I didn't know exactly what in mechanical engineering I wanted to do. But, I found myself drawn towards user experience and sort of the design process because of the creativity. I did an internship, which I found was too large of a company, and then I did an internship at a small design firm, which was like 2 people. And then this is sort of where I came after school, which was like a 20-person consultancy, where it's small enough where everyone has a say and it's a flat hierarchy, so it doesn't feel like you're trying to climb a corporate ladder, but at the same time, there's lots of people that you can learn from and get inspired from. I actually got this job by going door to door and knocking on every single door and just slipping my portfolio under the door until someone finally gave me an interview. Through persistence and constantly trying, I got an internship which turned into a full-time hire, which turned into a really great relationship. 4 years later, this is where I'm at.
My name is Nick Flores. I work at G Aviation here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm a lead engineer. If you look up in the sky and you see a plane flying overhead, and you look at the engines, chances are those are made by GE Aviation. We make engines for commercial and military applications. And mechanical engineers design all the parts that you see on a jet engine. Basically, it all starts with an idea or a concept.
We start with like a conceptual design, which is pretty much you have a blank sheet of paper, you have requirements, you do hand calculations. Once you get through that process, you go to the next level, which is computer modeling and analysis. Essentially, you're taking something from paper and trying to make it a physical part and make sure that it fits in the engine and it works properly.
I work on the stress analysis team. So the main part of my job is to meet with the design team to make sure I understand under what conditions this part is going to be working and operating. I put all of this into a computer program that will try to simulate what happens in the field. Once we do this, we have all of these results. I have to make sure that they make sense. Yes, this is exactly what I would expect from this part working under these conditions.
As a mechanical engineer, my day can vary greatly, but in general, one of the things we have a lot are meetings. With a complex machine like a jet engine, you constantly are working with different people and you have to make sure that you're all on the right course. One of the other things is to document the work that you did. You have to be able to put in a presentation or a written form what you did, why you did it, and what the results were. And the other thing I always try to do is get out to the shop floor. See the hardware, try to identify any issues that you can't necessarily find looking at a computer screen.
Every day I come to work with a different challenge. My days are not always the same, and I love that. I love to be challenged. It's very fast-paced. We commit to dates, we have to make it work, make it happen, and make it right. Once you create something, your name is on it, and you see this huge, complicated system working together. It's just like you get a thrill out of it. That's just what makes mechanical engineering so epic.